What is Loc Dog trying to say?
Just don't care about being a menace to South Central while they drink their juice in the hood.
I can't love no bitch when I can't even love myself, and I don't want no fucking help. I like to suffer by myself. I don't wanna see your face, but that little bitch be in my mind.
We can no longer hide the BS. It's in front of our faces, and now it's no longer funny. It has always been reality, especially to some black people. And this movie was an eye-opener to me because I just always thought it was far-fetched to me. And I'm just thinking like this shit is not far-fetched. And it's so sad because we tell stories and we don't even think we went through bad stuff. Because, you know, everybody got a bad story. Everybody got trauma, you know. But some people, trauma hits differently. So you think like, I ain't go through that. But you start to realize like, we did. Like, growing up, I used to hear this lady getting beat, and we ignored that. Nobody reached out. Nobody called the police. Nobody cared. Sad. Nobody cared. She's getting her ass beat, and she got kids, and we just turned up volume right now. Somebody's out here watching this right now, and somebody's getting beat, and they're turning up this volume to tune their ass out. Like, that shit is sad. Like, this shit is, it's sad. It's sad. Loc Dog ended up getting sucked up by the crack. Sorry. Loc Dog ended up getting sucked off by the crackhead. Loc Dog represents the undercover gay men. He just represents that undercover gay, like that masculine, that aggressive, that violent hood dude that is just typically gay. And, you know, to Menace to society, the crackhead was, you know, trying to, you know, get drugs for the pleasure, and O-Dog ended up unaliving the crackhead because he didn't want his suck, and he thought that was disrespectful. But you see in Drinking Juice in the Hood, they showing us like these niggas are gay for real. They're undercover. And same thing with Toothpick character. His tattoos keep on changing too. Toothpick is also, he's undercover. He's not even undercover because he's letting it be known that when that soap touched that man booty, like, you know, you're gonna have to, you know. This is another scene that is hilarious to me. So this is the drive-by scene Toothpick and his gang does on Ashtray, Loc Dog, and Preach isn't yelling, he isn't like screeching. That shit is hilarious. We have Old School running in the house and yelling for his mama, and it just lets you know that these niggas ain't green for real. No, I'm playing, but it just lets you know how people play and act like they tough and they really not. The hospital scene is another scene where back then it was the truth. Everybody be telling y'all about these hospitals, and I don't know why they don't want to believe it. Nowadays, they are coming around believing what they do at the hospital into that. But now y'all believe us now. But, you know, everybody's on fire. Everybody is hurt, and nobody gives any understaffed. I kind of want to touch on Menace to society because I'm kind of at the part where Ashtray has agreed, or he wants to move out the hood with Daishiki, same as, you know, how in Menace to society Kane wants to move out the hood with, I forgot her name, but y'all know who she is. I never really grew up seeing the whole Menace society movie. For some reason I never could watch the whole entire thing in one sitting. I always either see the beginning or the end, you know, the corner store scene, but never the whole plot in this whole. Shout out to Prim Hood Cinema and everybody else. Gully Boy is another one too that does black movies. The premise that I'm trying to say is, I always thought, this is just me, it's me, I just gotta keep saying that because I don't want, actually this is me, you guys. They were trying to like say Ronnie needed Kane to move out the hood. Not necessarily like she needed his funds, she needed like the money, because Ronnie was straight.
Leaving with you? Yeah, I thought about it.
Why are you tripping? You ain't doing jack shit here. King, why don't you just come with me?
Ain't nothing gonna change in Atlanta. I mean, I'm still gonna be black.
They made it seem like Ronnie needed to have a man for her child so she could move out the hood. You know, like you girl, you could have been left, you know. You don't have to ask Kane, do you want to move? Like, I don't know. It just gave me like, oh, like they wanted, like she needed a man to move out the hood. But when I didn't watch that movie. I'm not gonna watch that movie. But when I watched Prim's review on it, breakdown on it, just watching Drinking Juice in the Hood, Kane was actually using Ronnie to get out the hood. And same thing for Ashtray. Ashtray is using Daishiki to get out the hood. He's using her as a way to get away and to run away from these issues from the hood, and especially Kane. I'm just gonna name off a plethora of many things Kane did. Kane kills the same man who killed his cousin, robs a car with O-Dog and gets arrested. Kane carjacks a car. Kane beats his baby mother to be, brother or friend or cousin, family member. And Kane hangs out with O-Dog, who's the same as him. Like, so Kane has done a plethora of things, and Kane was also on the run, as you know, because O-Dog killed those the corner store owners, and he was showing everybody the video. Oh my god, showing everybody the video, and he was basically on the run. Why? My thing is, Ronnie, why would you I'm not gonna say Ronnie know every 401 on Kane, but I just know she kind of heard about that tape, or I don't know, because like, girl, what the fuck are you doing? But they made it seem like, oh, like she needed Kane, because it's like, why would you want Kane to come with you? Like, that man is a demon. I don't know, but it's really Kane who needed Ronnie to get out the hood. Ronnie was his get out of jail free card. Ronnie, he was gonna escape with Ronnie. That's why he wanted to leave at the end, because, you know, niggas was looking for him and the police was looking for him. That's two people looking for you. And same thing with Ashtray. Ashtray was trying to escape the hood. Ashtray did that little weak ass punch he did on Toothpick Friend. Ashtray is a punk. He's not cut out for the hood at all. He's not cut out. Like, he's trying to move away. Like, they're using these women, which that's what they do. They use women, Sally with kids, Sally, to like eat off of them. Like, oh, the woman provides them a better life. You know how some women are male worshippers. They love men. They put men before everything, because that's also brainwashing. Was also due to brainwashing. But they will sacrifice a lot for men, and you know, they will help build them up. And you know, when a nigga get on, he gonna leave your ass for what? You know, he gonna leave you. And that's what I feel like Kane and Ashtray were doing. But Kane ended up dying in the process. There's a cute scene where Loc Dog is baking a cake. They wanted us to believe that he was making, you know, that powdery stuff, and he actually was baking a cake, and the cake actually looked really pretty good. And it just hint like many talents that black people have. Like, it's not all about gun violence and drinking 40s and partying and doing dumb stuff and basically being reckless. But it is so many talented brothers and sisters out there, and human beings in general, that if you just apply your mind to it, you could just be whatever you want to be. Ashtray and his father is talking, and it's ready for bed. Ashtray is putting his father to bed. Yet again, his father's giving him bad advice, like terrible.
100 to 85, then you turn off your lights, let go of the steering wheel, boom, it will bug you out.
This scene was rather weird. They used to cut this scene out too, but I've saw it a couple of times too. Ashtray reads his I'm gonna say his child. It is his child. Shit, the father's the baby type shit. He read his father a corn magazine. The father blasts off into the universe and he ends up going to sleep. And it's just let us know how the dynamics with like how men kind of act, like how I do see some videos of men saying that they not say they have to, but they gotta release in order to go to sleep, or corn and X is just prevalent to their minds and they day to day, and it's just like, oh, it's like us and your son reading you corn, like y'all bonding over corn. At Ashtray Going Away Party, there's so many stereotypical black characters, black women characters. It's insane. We have like these two girls, and I guess they're supposed to be like the black hoochie mamas, you know, the drunk hoes. Just loud, real loud, obnoxious. And one of the girls' name is Shabambu.
Talking about Shabambu.
Overly exaggerated black name. And that's the sad thing about it, that we as black people, it's so sad. And you know, other people do it too, like other cultures. That's sad. That's really sad. Damn, that brainwashing is a motherfucker. Damn, they done got y'all. They ain't got me, but they got y'all. It's just so sad how people are ashamed of ghetto names, and they associate, not say ghetto names, but many people associate black names with ghetto. And y'all know that word ghetto, especially back then, was very negative. It was bad. It was not a good, like, ghetto was not a good, you know, it's not a good thing. It was not a good thing, and it's very associated with bad stuff. So black names was associated, like Shaniqua. Like, Shaniqua is a beautiful name, and it's so crazy how they manipulated them into thinking that their name was ugly. They're telling y'all, had outsiders telling y'all that y'all name were ugly, stupid, ghetto, ratchet, hood. And so y'all end up changing the names to these basic ass motherfucking names. And to be honest, it is that discrimination. You know, when people have jobs, they see a black name and they don't want to hire them because they automatically link black names into a stereotype. Like, you're going to be loud, you're going to be aggressive, you're not going to listen, you're going to give me all these problems and issues. It's so negative. And the names was always beautiful. Shaniqua is a beautiful name. And even Shabambu, like I'm not even trying to be on some no funny shit. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, Shabambu is a beautiful name. Like, stop, just don't think about it and say Shabambu. Yo, Shabambu. Like, that is a good fucking name. And it's so crazy because people don't see the beauty in blackness, or even anything black people touch. They don't see it until some other hand that it's low-key white touches it, and now it's beautiful, it's cute, it's hip, it's that, it's hype, it's oh, it's fleek. But it's the truth. I could recall this white lady name being called Shaniqua. Is a white lady named Shaniqua. I don't know where I was at, but this white lady name was Shaniqua. And I remember another white person commented on her name and was like, oh my God, your name is so beautiful, Shaniqua. That name is so beautiful. And I'm just like, y'all hated that name. Y'all hated all the black names. But it's the white name, a white woman is named after Shaniqua. Now the name is beautiful now. Now it's lovely. It's unique. That's the crazy shit about it. And it's sad that many cultures, different African countries, you know, and even other like Asian countries, they're like not naming a child, they're like names, they're giving them these Thomas Edison ass names, and it's so sad. Like typical ghetto girls, they're drinking, they're getting drunk, they loud, they dissing other guys, they burping, they passing out, and I'm just like, that's just how they see black girls. I don't agree with that, because I don't feel like black girls, not say hood black girls, but I don't feel like even hood black girls, I don't feel like people, I just think drunks act like that. Like, only people that be tipsy and burping and falling out like that are drunks. Let's keep it a buck, it's drunks. And then you have the other girl who is light skinned. I'm not gonna say she looks mixed, but she has her hair is tameable, and she's basically every man's dream, the typical beautiful light-skinned girl. She could be biracial, and she's conceited, but her breath stinks, she farts, she has no manners, she digging in her nose, and she has high expectations. And I'm just like, this is the misogyny in this motherfucking movie. Like, get the fuck on. So even though she's the most beautiful girl there, she's insecure, and she should lower her standards, because she's not all of that. Like, you stink, you're farting, you digging in your nose. Even some of the stuff she says, it takes a special kind of man to take care of me. She has all these expectations, but she's not all of that to them, which is mad weird, because she is quote unquote the type. They made her gross to try to, like, I guess diminish her, like to be like, bitch, I could put you down here, ho. Last but not least, we have the shy girl. Loc Dog tells the shy girl, Keisha, to be yourself, and shy girl tells Loc Dog, like, you know, I get a little crazy when I drink, and the shy girl ends up getting possessed, or turning into a demon, and ends up raping Loc Dog. That scene is crazy, because it's letting us know how when you're under the influence of things, substance, like, you know, alcohol, that you act different, you act out, and you're not normally like yourself, like your sober self. I also want to add how it displays how men use alcohol to make girls be more sexual, so they will have sex with them, and basically to date rape them. It's also funny because instead of the girl getting, you know, sexual assaulted or being taken advantage of, Loc Dog ends up getting, you know, raped and, you know, touched and abused instead of her. And you do things to other people, like you hurt other people, or you're violent, or you touch other people inappropriately, whatever, and you don't, I guess, remember, because she got possessed, she turned into a whole nother demon or whatever. And then it also lets you know how other men are. Men want this typical shy girl, sweet, but they also want them to be freaks. Like, how is somebody shy and sweet and untouched and haven't had any type of ex, never seen a peen, never did nothing, Nathan, but y'all want them to be the ultimate freaks? How is that possible if they never had the experience? The fishing scene with Loc Dog and his father, this is Loc Dog daddy, son, he gets on my, like, he was the most annoyingest. I feel like he was worse than Loc Dog. I feel like Loc Dog was actually better. I liked it, everybody, but except for his father. Like, his father got on my fucking nerves. He just kept on giving him bad advice. But that's the harsh reality, because that's real. You all around people, all you know is your environment. Boys in the hood. It's ironic how Trey's father is smart. He's intelligent. He's wise. You know, out of everybody on the block, he's the most one with some sense. And the harsh reality, to many people, many boys and girls, you're not gonna get that. Low key, you be lucky you even get a father. And the thing is that Ashtray got a father, but his father is a child. Ashtray's father gives Ashtray the same advice his father gave to him. He says,
Give up hope. Look at me. Dreams are for suckers. Ain't no future for you. And don't think about getting no job, Trey, because a black man ain't got no place in the workforce.
Ashtray says,
So hold on, let me get this straight. What you're trying to say is, don't get caught up in the white man's system of self-perpetuating unemployment and wind up trying to survive on welfare checks and food stamps, right?
Pop says, wrong. Nothing's wrong with food stamps and welfare. Shit, I call that shit free money. My family survived 6 generations on it. Even though Ashtray father's giving him bad advice, Ashtray could still translate the message into something positive. And then when he relays it back to his father, like, oh, is this what you're talking about? Something that's positive and that's meaningful and that can change your life or your reality. The father ends up doubling back and like, no, I don't mean that. It is this. Something's even worse than that. Where Loc Dog and Ashtray is talking, and Ashtray is saying he wanted to marry Dashiki. And of course, Loc Dog is against it. Trey tells Loc Dog to come with him, and Loc Dog declines and says,
You come with us. What? Take a road trip in a mail truck? Fool, that's the stupidest idea I ever heard.
basically they're clowning poetic justice. So if y'all don't know what poetic justice is, spoiler alert, a black movie, and it's about a hairdresser who likes poetry. Her boyfriend died in front of her. You know, she's so tired of the violence. Her friend, her friend has a good idea to take a road trip with these mailmen in a mail truck, and they hang out and they he probably right. I don't know. They talk and they go to the little barbecue. I think they go to a fair. I don't know. And then you know, they kick a nigga out, and he found out his cousin died. And that's the movie. Loc Dog expresses to Ashtray to never forget.
But they don't know. Don't show. Just don't care about being a menace to South Central while they drink their juice in the hood.
That's what it's all about. The mailman comes and says,
The fuck is he talking about?
the ending scene where this Doughboy and this Trey that's talking. Doughboy tells Trey how he turned on the TV. The news is showing all this violent activity and all this war going on in these other countries, these foreign countries at that.
Started thinking, man. Either they don't know, don't show, or don't care about what's going on in the hood.
What Doughboy and Loc Dog is trying to tell us is either they don't know. Many people are, you know, oblivious. They don't understand what's going on in the hood, like the real hood. Either they don't show. The media doesn't show what's going on. The schools doesn't show what's going on. And also, like I said, Boys in the Hood, Trey's father was intelligent, smart, wise. He had his own business. And why didn't he try to mentor? I'm not saying he had to. But it's like, I don't understand how, like how? Like, his father only wanted to speak something good, like when he wanted to. Like, he wanted to spread the message, a message that he felt like he wanted to spread, you know? The gentrification message. That's what he felt like he wanted to spread. The news is not showing his brother death. It's not even showing the op death. Nobody cares. The last statement what Doughboy was saying was either they don't care about what's going on in the hood, meaning they don't give. I live over here, y'all live over there. Y'all can do whatever y'all want. Y'all can kill, steal, y'all can do whatever y'all please. But in drinking juice in the hood, Loc Dog says something a little bit different. Loc Dog is saying the people that live in the hood that are committing these crimes don't even care that they are being a menace, that they are being the villains to their own society while they drinking their 40s in the hood. Loc Dog's statement is not just pointing the finger at the media and the outside world that doesn't have antennas that will go in the hood. Because like, let's be honest, how would everybody really know? Like, just think about it. If I wasn't born in the hood, or if I was not born here, how am I supposed to know what goes in the hood? And why would the news, y'all, me ain't so good with that, but y'all know, like, why would they tell me? Drinking Juice version is letting us know that it's not only the media, or it's not only the people that don't know, or that they don't show the hood. It's also about the people that's in the hood that makes the hood what the hood is. The people in the hood have to care about the hood for motherfuckers to care about it. They have to be the ones to actually change this reality so they can have a good one. There's people out here that don't care about being a villain, don't care about being a gang member, a gangbanger, a drug dealer, crackhead. The mailman can't interpret Loc Dog's message. He think like, what the fuck is Loc Dog talking about? The mailman has no clue what Loc Dog is talking about because he's not in Loc Dog's shoes. He does not live there. He does not see what Loc Dog see in Loc Dog eyes. That's why it's prevalent of what you say. Watch what you say. Watch what you eat. Watch what you put in your body. Watch who you hanging around with. So remember how I said that there was 3 narrators throughout this movie? There's actually 4. And the 4th one is actually Loc Dog. Loc Dog drives a mail truck. Throughout this whole movie, you see the mailman, every time they say something positive, the mailman says message. So Loc Dog is driving a mail truck. Loc Dog is also expressing his feelings and his emotions about living in the hood. And that last part is Loc Dog telling us his reality of how the hood is. As I'm editing this, I noticed that maybe he's not actually a narrator. He's actually another messenger. This movie is telling you to watch what you eat, watch what you put in your body, watch your environment, watch who you hang out with. Because this is really telling you about the hood, the environment, how it fucks with your mental, how it fucks with your mentality, who you want to be, what places you're going to go. Like I said, Boys in the Hood was a watered down version. Menace Society, I feel like it was an extreme, but they were just missing some components. And also, he was like this savior. They gave Kane this savior complex, or this good boy, or he was this awesome kid, and he was not. He was just as bad as O-Dog. Like, the blind leading the blind. And in that movie, Loc Dog's trying to give Daishiki's son, which is Durag, some alcohol. Some guy was like, don't give that kid that. And Loc Dog says, nigga, you are his daddy. And then the dude was like, Daishiki. I can't. Daishiki. But in Menace Society, and throughout the whole movie until like towards the end, Kane couldn't see. Kane could not see the harsh reality of the hood. He didn't understand the path he was going down and what he was doing. The influences. He thought it was cool until O-Dog was about to give Ronnie's son, I think it was O-Dog, some alcohol, and he was like, nigga, don't do that. And like, he finally woke up a little bit. It's like once Kane start to realize and wake up and kind of like get out of that, which was thanks to Ronnie. Bitches be saving, girl, we are the saviors, which we don't need to be that no more. Y'all need to save yourself. He started to wake up and he wanted to like better his life, and like, you know, maybe I should leave the hood. Duh, nigga. Daishiki's son, Durag, he has the hood get up on. He's on the phone. He acting like he grown. He acting like, you know, Loc Dog, like a typical hood little baby. There is telling us how it trickles down to each generation. From children to children, 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 children. Like how hard it is to break these cycles and curses. Boys in the Hood, Trey got saved because of his father. Doughboy didn't. And the sad thing about Doughboy and Ricky is Doughboy was only bad because he wanted attention from his mother. He wanted love from his mother. His mother was not giving that to him because the mother hated him and probably hated his father. And that's just sad that many kids are just like Doughboy, just looking for attention, looking for love. and acting out, and the parents don't understand that just talking to your child and stop playing favoritism will help them. And to be honest, like I said, Ricky was a fuck up too. Ricky had a whole baby. He was in high school. He had a whole child. And it was so crazy how the mama was kind of cool with it. Like, she allowed a girlfriend to stay there, and like it just gave, like, the mama didn't give a fuck. Like, the Ricky could do what the fuck he wanted to. And also, let's talk about it. I never cared for Trey in Boys in the Hood. I always felt sad for Doughboy. Even when the scout came to the house, Doughboy had some, like, common sense. Like, he had potential. Doughboy had so much potential.
Shit, me, I go to college just for the hoes.
Fool, you don't go to college be talking to no bitches. Your black ass supposed to be learning something. Can't learn shit talking to no stupid ass bitch.
Nigga can't fight, so he always trying to find some excuse to shoot somebody.
That's why people be getting shot all the time. Trying to show how hard they is. Ignorant.
Oh, fool, shut up. You be doing that shit too.
I know why you got the call last night. Shouldn't have been there in the first place. You don't want that shit to come back to haunt you.
And it's just like, if somebody cared, if Trey father cared, even if Trey cared about fucking Doughboy, it's like nobody cared until Ricky died. Trey can finally hear Doughboy's feelings, and that's sad. It took somebody dying for him to actually express his type of, like, feelings, and that's real sad. Like, he expressed his feelings about his life, and you know how he don't got no brother no more. His mama hate him. Like, Doughboy was expressing to Trey how he wanted to die. He was letting him know, I'm ready to die. That is so sad.
Next thing you know, somebody might try to smoke me. Don't matter though. We all gotta go sometime.
Boys in the Hood and Menace Society, they kind of said the same thing after they killed their op. They really didn't feel nothing about it. They really didn't feel better. They didn't feel good. It didn't do nothing. Like, killing their enemy didn't do nothing for them. That's what they acknowledged.
Y'all get him? I don't even know how I feel about it neither, man. Shit just goes on and on, you know.
I thought killing those fools would make me feel good.
Vic does another drive-by on them, and he tells his gang to let's shoot everything in sight, which is so sad because that's really what they be doing in these drive-bys. Y'all not really, y'all hurting people, innocent people, bystander people, and that's the whole thing that Loc Dog was trying to say. You know, they don't care about being a menace to society, because if you cared about your community, if you cared about your people, if you put yourself in the other person's shoes, you know, that's somebody's mama, that's somebody's baby, that's somebody's children out there, and you're shooting wildly because you're mad over some BS. You're mad that Daishiki got another man. Mind you, not stepping up. She got 7 kids and you down low. Like, get the fuck on. He not even down low. He out the closet. But it's like, what the fuck? So during the drive-by, everything is getting shot up. Daishiki asks for help. She like yells for help, and Preach rushes to save a white woman. And very much true, very much facts, very much there. Black woman asks for help. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody listens. Cuts up volume. So there's 2 different ending versions of the movie. The one I saw on Tubi is something different, but the one they have like online is Ashtray running away. Ashtray says, I'ma save you, Daishiki, and he goes through an obstacle course, basically jumping through hoops, saying that black men have to jump through hoops just to save black women. And I feel like that's kind of like brainwashing. I didn't mind that though, like, because to some black men, that is true for them. They feel like in order to be with the black woman, in order to like help a black woman, that they have to go through this, jump through hoops and go through this maze, just to be in a good, helpful relationship. And it's really not true. Like, it's really fucked up that that's people mindset, men mindset. And the funny thing about the whole thing, they're in the same yard. Even though Trey is jumping through these hoops, he's sitting there running, doing a 50-yard dash in the same yard. Like, Dashiki is right there. Toothpick has different tattoos. He ends up going flying and ends up landing right on a police car. The same lady from the beginning of the movie, she comes yelling, "My baby, no, he's dead, he's dead, he's dead, my baby." All this crazy stuff she was doing in the beginning, come to find out, that's her child. That was the deeper thing I was talking about in the beginning. She's waiting for that phone call to say that her child is unalive. Toothpick's mother ends up beating him when she finds out he's alive, because he ends up stealing her money. And she kind of doesn't even care that her child almost got unalive. Like I said in the beginning, she was worried, like it's a stress weight on her shoulders that her child is in that gang life, and either he could be put in jail or unalive. And even though that she is kind of relieved that he's not dead, she's also upset and still angry, not just because he stole from her. It's because that I think she kind of wish he was dead. Like this, like, let me be free from this dream of waking up and having to worry if my child going to be alive or not today, or if he's going to be back in jail or not. And then even then, him being alive and out, well and free, he's not doing right by me. He's stealing from me. And that's like the harsh reality to some mothers with their sons, or just children in general, but I said sons. After the shootout, everybody named Mama is dead. Like, everybody is dead. Everybody. People that wasn't even there dead. Daishiki is crying, and she says she's gonna miss Ashtray, and she says, what I'm gonna do, where else am I gonna find a pussy whip fool to take care of me and 7 kids? But Preach ends up telling Daishiki,
You are a strong African-American woman, and it's because of that I can't be with you.
And he leaves Daishiki alone. That's very true for most black men. They feel like black women is too strong. They want somebody who's beneath them, or who will allow them to run rampant. And it's so sad that why do you have that mindset that you have to be above somebody, or you have to be the leader, or you're superior? And it's like, we're all human. The end of the movie, they show that Ashtray and Ashika got married. Low Dog did become a comedian. Preach ended up settling down with the white woman. Crazy Lake ended up becoming a ballerina. The grandma's still a thug, y'all. What I take from this movie is very deep and very eye-opening. Even though I don't believe in some of the stereotypical stuff with the women stuff, it still was an eye-opener to me, back then and now. It's still funny to me. I can still watch it while high or even not sober, and it'll still be funny. The bigger picture was that Low Dog was the message, and I just like how the dynamics was picked up about, you know, the jailbird, which is Toothpick, the fake woke person, which is Preach. You have the talented person, legs end up getting crushed and can never walk again. Ashtray is coming to understanding that he doesn't want to be in the hood, that he doesn't want to be like his cousin, he doesn't want to be in that environment. So he seeks shelter towards a woman that has a lot of responsibilities, but he's willing to go through that just to get, you know, away from the hood. He don't want to be a part of it no more. That's all I have for this video. Y'all let me know what y'all believes in the don't be a menace to South Central while drinking juice in the hood. What are y'all theories to it? What are y'all symbolism to it? And I fucks with y'all the hard way. And thank y'all. Please make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And I will be doing more content like this soon. Peace.
fucking help, I like to suffer.